If you've had a bad day at the office today, this next story is sure to put everything into perspective. Bathurst's Nicole Kullen had a whole life ahead of her until a life-threatening bacterial disease put all that on hold. Tonight, reporter Marcus Chapman discovers how the sport of equestrian competition kept this inspirational character motivated to battle through each day.
Nicole Kullen was just like any other 16-year-old girl. Healthy, loved horses and riding, studying for the HSC to become a vet. Then one day, she woke up with a headache, went to school and collapsed. A happy-go-lucky Nicole had suddenly contracted meningococcal meningitis septicemia.
Within 24 hours, I lost the legs and they wanted to take both arms from the shoulders. And Mum basically said to them, if you can't save her with her arms, let her go. And that was the right decision, because I know my legs are one thing, but without my arms, I really don't think I would have coped.
She'd lost all feeling in her wrists and hands, while every major organ had been damaged. Nicole's mum Margaret remembers the day more vividly.
She came in and gave me a kiss goodbye and said, I'm going to school, I've got a headache. I offered to drive her to school actually, and she said, no, I'll be right, I'll walk to school. And I saw her walking away from my bed actually. That was in fact the last time I saw Nicole walk on her own two legs.
On top of that, Nicole no longer has the use of her kidneys. A dialysis machine keeps her alive each day. Generally, when someone goes on dialysis, they can expect to live up to 5 years. This fighter has been battling for 11 years now, but still, Nicole Kullen's life remains a week-to-week proposition. But there have been two major factors that keep Nicole going. One is her mum, her 24-hour carer. The other is her horses. After 50 long days in ICU, Nicole experienced one of the happiest days of her life.
Doctors, nurses, machines were all taken down into the car park area where the grass was, and my horse was there waiting. It was a nice surprise.
It was during that time when Nicole was watching the '96 Olympics when she declared to everyone in the room she would ride at the Paralympics.
I actually stepped out of the room and had a few tears because I thought, when she said, I'm going to do that, I then really felt she is going to do that one day. And it took some time, but she did achieve that and did her first international in 2006.
It was a big risk knowing that if she fell off a horse, she would almost certainly break her arm and lose it as well. So you can imagine what that was like for Mum. In true Nicole Kullen spirit, together with a good horse and prosthetic legs, she achieved that goal. Nicole won silver and bronze at the World Championships in the UK before finishing 4th at the Beijing Paralympics. And she felt the same euphoria known by every athlete that has represented their country.
That was pretty exciting, sitting on the horse and seeing the flag raised. That was probably one of my most special sporting moments ever.
During those early stages, Nicole experienced some short-term memory loss, but otherwise she's very much sound of mind. In fact, she's very witty. She also has an infectious laugh, which I heard a number of times, including once when she got stuck on one particular word.
The last few years have just been phenomenal. I can't, no, hang on. Okay. What was the question again?
She's a gem all right, but in between good days, there are very dark ones. Nicole gave birth to son Kyle 8 years ago, but lost him after 5 days. Each day is also a struggle financially, and she's been forced to sell her favourite horse, Nickshire Nomination. Between them, they've never lost a competition in Australia.
Physically, I'm getting weaker, and which is really hard, especially since we've been such a good combination and done so well together, and I love him to bits.
Nicole hopes to get to London next year for the Paralympics, but while she desperately searches for another horse that's suitable for her to ride, she's missing out on qualifying events. Of course, Nicole could always use the support of individuals and corporates. The Paralympics, it seems, may not happen, but then again, this is a girl who's continued to defy the odds every day for more than a decade. Whatever happens, she is already very thankful for what she has.
The community have just taken me in so well and really made me one of their own. So it was a huge relief. And my mum for being the biggest support ever. Without her physically, emotionally, she's so supportive and helps me get by every day and do the things I want to do. So without that, nothing would be possible.
And for Margaret, who admits to walking out to the paddocks every now and then to have a good old cry, she's been there every step of the way, doing it all herself, much of it behind closed doors. She wants people to see Nicole not just as a person in a wheelchair who cannot use her hands and legs, but instead be invigorated by her strength, her fun-loving nature, and what the most courageous of athletes has been able to achieve.
Whether you're able or disabled, just be inspired to get out and achieve, get up every day and set a goal and do something with life. It's very precious.
Marcus Chapman, Win News.
And Marcus, I'll tell you, that's the best story we've had on Win News this year.